I don't believe in work-life balance. I've never believed in work-life balance. I don't believe in you can have it all. I believe you can have it all, but not at the same time. The truth of what's happening here is our nightlife doesn't exist because as a family, we're in the toughest, most intense build phase. I mean, look at us. It's a Saturday. It's a Saturday, and we've been doing podcasts for the past 2 hours.
Hello, namaste. Welcome to the Zarna Garg family podcast. So excited to have you in the house. All four Gargs are in the house. The little one is missing today because this is the topic that he wouldn't have much to say. And also, he has to study for his high school entrance exam. So, four Gargs are in the house, and we are going to talk about a topic that we as a family have struggled with. And my husband and I have struggled with since day one, since the day we were together. My husband of 26 years, Shalab Garg. Let me kick off the introductions. Wall Street veteran. My daughter, who just graduated college, Zoya Garg, and my son, who just finished freshman year in college, Bridge Garg, is in the house. Let's get right into nightlife. Nightlife. What are the things we like doing? What are the things we like spending money on? What are the things we hate? Do we like going to bars? Do we like going to clubs? How much do these things cost? And if you don't do any of it, do you lose anything? Who wants to jump right in?
I love live music.
Huh? What?
I recently went to a Coldplay concert.
Oh
I've
my
been to a
god.
few concerts
Who's
now.
Coldplay?
Oh god.
Can I
Coldplay
you?
is like one of the most famous bands. Chris Martin, the lead, he dated Gwyneth Paltrow. He recently broke up with Dakota Johnson, which has been like tea. But he came and performed at Stanford. And I've been to a Fred Again concert. I don't like music festivals at all because they're really chaotic and I feel suffocated and the dust is too much for me. I did get the opportunity.
Dust? Why is there dust?
Because they're usually in deserts. Because there's just that's the only place where there's enough space. But concerts are recently something I really have enjoyed, and it's my favorite way to do nightlife besides stand-up comedy.
What about day to day? What do you do during the week
I
and
don't
weekends?
go out at night.
What's your typical weekend like then?
My typical weekend is I'll get dinner with friends, and I will go to bed early.
Like 7 o'clock? Like how early?
No, what? 7 o'clock?
No,
But Zoya, do your friends go out? Is that a thing in your generation?
For
Do they go out
sure.
drinking? Do they go out like partying? Is that a thing?
Of course, everybody goes out. I mean, there's a lot of parties in college. I don't enjoy parties.
That's
I
why you're laughing.
I don't know. I just feel like that's such a bad
Maybe
thing
you
to
haven't
do.
been to the right party.
Maybe. I mean, I enjoy hanging out with people one on one. Bridge, what about you? Do you enjoy parties?
I have absolutely no nightlife whatsoever. In college, I don't go out ever. I don't go to any frat parties, basically none. Um,
Why?
I only go out when it's an entrepreneurship fraternity like organization event. And if I'm not meeting like networking, hanging out kids I already know because of the entrepreneurship community I'm in, I don't go out, I don't party, I don't drink, I don't
So
smoke.
what does your weekend look like?
My weekend looks like I go to sleep around 9, 10 o'clock, and then I wake up at 5:50 a.m. and then I go to the gym, and then I eat.
Why
Yeah,
is
it's very
that? Why are
straightforward.
you not tempted to go partying? Like, I'm curious because everybody in your age group
I
is
mean, I
probably
partied more
just.
than the two of you in my college. And
Oh
I didn't
my
even party
god!
that much.
Your dad's idea of partying is a whole another topic of. Shalab, you weren't invited to a lot of parties.
I mean, that's true, but when I
You
was
stood
invited,
outside and you were waiting to see who's going in and coming out.
I mean, you don't have to embarrass me, but there were
No,
parties I
it's
was
okay.
invited.
I don't think there's anything to be embarrassed about. All those parties were, it turns out, useless anyway. Look at all the things that have gone on in parties in India. And Delhi is the worst town to go out partying in at night.
That's not true. In fact, people who know where to go, they have a really good time in Delhi as well. Now, it's not a poor people town, but no town is a poor people town. Poor people have a hard time partying everywhere, right?
I mean, yeah, I never went to a party in my life.
And you grew up rich. You weren't rich after your teens, but early on you were relatively
I
wealthy.
had no interest. I know my mom used to be like, go because her friends' kids would throw parties, and I was like, I have no interest. I was obsessed with what book I was gonna read, what newspaper I could get my hands
I
on.
just think it's hard to better yourself at a party. I just don't know what the benefit is. I
But
guess the
why
only
are we not able to relax at all? Like, there must
yeah,
be
I
a
do
way.
relax. I do yoga. I do hot yoga all
See,
the
that's
time.
the thing. Even your relaxation sounds stressful.
Yeah, because You know, in a yoga, you're standing upside down. That's not relaxation.
I
Oh my
mean,
god,
like,
yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
Guys, I literally ran 8 miles yesterday just for fun, just for the thrill of it. I was
See,
like,
I
let's
mean,
just
that's
yeah.
not normal. So something's off about that. But I know, I mean, we just, as a people, are not people who know how to dial it down. And I don't think that that's all entirely good. I mean, I do think you don't need the alcohol. I do think that the alcohol is
Well,
over
okay, let's talk about alcohol.
glamorized.
Can we talk about alcohol for a second?
Yeah.
Because Bridge and I both don't drink. I have tried alcohol. Like, it's not that I haven't. I tried twice in my life. I'm not one of those people that just decided and then never tried it. The two times I tried, it was my freshman year of college. I woke up feeling really icky. I was unable to do what I needed to do the next day, and I had no fun participating in it. So then I just was like, this isn't for me. And I think I don't know if that's maybe the reason why it's hard for me to participate in nightlife. It might be, right?
I mean,
But
it's
you should try weed. It's legal now, and it doesn't leave as
what?
much of a bad
No,
effect the next
I
what?
morning.
have no
Nobody
interest in
needs to
that.
Also,
try
it's
weed.
medicinal. It is
No, it
medicinal.
is not medicinal, and nobody needs to.
Zoya, is it or is it not medicinal?
If
It's
you
not
have a
medicinal.
medical condition, she doesn't have a medical condition. She doesn't need weed.
Unless,
Like it.
yeah, I don't. No one needs it. I think. I don't know. I do think when you are not participating in the main drug of choice, it's kind of like if you go. Okay, this is very akin to, like, let's say Bridge went to Sugar Factory recently, right, with
Mhm.
Vera, and it was super cute. They took a cute picture. Sugar Factory is like you just can order the most outrageous sugary things. So Bridge takes Veer to Sugar Factory. And then let's say that Bridge is like, I don't want anything at Sugar Factory. Like, I'm just not going to have any of it. It kind of makes it awkward for Veer to be at Sugar Factory enjoying his Sugar Factory thing because Bridge
100%.
is not participating. In a similar vein, I do feel when you're not participating, you are other a little. And so
Yeah.
maybe that's just that feeling I just has
I mean, you
made
couldn't
me
be the only one on the entire campus who doesn't drink. I'm sure there are other people like that.
that's true, but then I spend time with those people doing other things. I go for runs with them. I get a coffee. I do different things.
Can I pause you for a minute? Would you say that a lot of people who used to go out drinking now spend a lot of money on coffee and matcha
Yes, yes,
and water and jamba juice and
yes.
smoothie? I do feel that that is a trend. Like when your dad and I were growing up, it was everything was like nightlife. A glass of wine, a beer. Now it's like it's not unusual to be like, let's go get a smoothie, and the smoothies are just as expensive.
Well,
They're not any cheaper.
because now luxury, like that luxury experience, it's similar to why bakeries are able to sell croissants for like $10 because those croissants are now the luxury moment in place of an alcohol or in place of a drug or whatever it is. I also do believe there's an adverse effect happening now where people aren't socializing. Like the
Yeah.
JOMO thing, joy of missing out, has taken over, and it's a problem. Like people are just so people. I actually don't think it's a good thing, Mom, and I'll tell you why. People are not. They're not dating anymore. They're not making friends anymore. They're not going out at all. Like they're not even trying to socialize, and I don't know that that's a good thing as well, right?
What makes you
Like
say that?
I'm just telling you that the trends have shown that
Is that
people
your
my age-
observation too, Bridge?
I don't really understand what he's saying, to be honest. Can you clarify what you mean? I've never heard of JOMO before.
JOMO is the joy of missing out, and it basically describes how there's this new phenomenon where people
It replaces FOMO, fear of missing out. Is that
yeah,
what you-
where
okay.
people are just they don't want to go out of their homes anymore. They're
Yes.
so addicted to the comfort of the couch that
Yes.
they won't leave.
Yes.
And I do think that's a byproduct of our relationships with technology and our inability to get off of it. And what I'm saying is I don't know that that's not the right solution either, right? I would say I think the way that Mom has done it, which I actually really agree with, and Bridge was describing earlier, is I go out at night when it has something to do with work. So I do a lot of business dinners now, which I really enjoy, like connecting with different people in different industries and talking to them about what they like and what they don't like. I love experiences, live concert, comedy show, Zarna Zoya book tour show, where you get to meet people and talk. I don't know. I think those are really interesting, but I don't enjoy gatherings where you just meet for the sake of alcohol and hooking up and drugs. I
Yeah.
just don't identify.
So the dating scene is not centered around bars anymore?
I think it probably is, and maybe that's why I'm struggling.
All of my friends, they all go to clubs and they go to bars. And when we're back in the city, they all go to clubs and bars.
But do they meet, like, do they ever meet a woman there? Like, is that a thing?
Yeah.
Or they meet a
I
partner
mean,
there?
100% all the time they meet women, or women meet men all the time. And they, do whatever they do. Sometimes it goes farther than just, meeting. Sometimes it doesn't. Most of the
No,
time
it
doesn't.
doesn't.
What do you mean by that? Like,
They're still young, Shalab. They're like
I mean, they're
freshmen.
19, 20 years old. Like, if they're not going to have sex, who's going to have sex?
Oh my God. No. Okay.
No.
What,
All right.
what,
This just got weird. Anyway,
Why is this weird? Like, you don't want kids that age to have sex?
no, but it's kind of young to just go to a bar and pick up women at
So
this
what?
age.
They should be doing that at 35 years of age?
No, but don't
Yeah,
they meet? Why are they in college? Do they not meet each other in college?
No,
Well,
but at a
a lot of
bar
people
you meet
need to-
different.
Like, do you
Yeah.
not meet a girl in your math class or your computer class and you're like, wow, I wish I could hang out with her?
I mean, that rarely happens now.
What do you
It's more
mean?
like people need the confidence to
Plus,
meet
he's
people.
in a committed relationship, so it's different. But I'm saying he's describing his
Bridge is
friends.
saying something really smart.
Yeah.
Confidence to meet people. Continue with that, Bridge. I agree
Yeah,
with that.
people need a lot of confidence to meet people, and a lot of people derive confidence from A, drinking alcohol, two, going to parties and where everything's so low key. There's loud music that is in the background, so there's no awkwardness, right? You can say anything you want at a party because there's music in the background. And if there's music in the background, there's no silence. You're never gonna say, "Oh my God, what did I just say?" You can literally turn around and walk the other direction, and no one thinks twice of it. It's
Yeah,
just it's a free zone.
courage is really important because you need to be able to talk to people, and sometimes it's easier to do that when you have other influences like drugs or drinks or something.
Can I tell you what frustrates me about the way the world works? This is a worldwide issue, but definitely an America issue. Everything I want to do, that I actually want to do, happens between 9 or 10 a.m. and 5 or 6 p.m.
Same.
And then there are all these hours that you're sitting around drinking and watching Netflix that you don't want to watch. I wish manicures and pedicures were available at night. I would go in peace and go get my hair cut at 10 o'clock at night and have like a little element of peace rather than going in the middle of the day and running between places. I wish dentists offered one night of the week where you could get your teeth cleaned at night in peace. I feel like, but when I had all three kids in
I
school,
mean, like,
the amount of juggling that we have to do to get each kid's doctor appointment, each kid's dental appointment, each kid's school, everything and then actually even work.
my most productive hours are the early morning hours. Should I be saying that I should be offered a dentist appointment at 7 a.m. in the morning?
No, sure, off hours. I'm saying once a week people do something, because that part of what leads to this nightlife drinking culture and like all these random festivals and things is just there's nothing else to do. You can't do anything productive at that time, and people don't want to be alone and they're lonely and they're bored and they want to do, even forget services. Every shop is closed. Like when I finally have a minute to go and see if I can buy a new dress, everything is closed. Everything.
Well, then
Internet
online
is
shop,
open.
but then that's the other problem.
That's
You
the
spend
other
a lot of
problem. Then you're on a
money.
screen all the time.
Yeah, I'm sure that people mostly online shop during those dead hours where they're not feeling dopamine in other ways. It's true. I would say, yeah, I think you bring up a really interesting point.
Sometimes every once in a while the yoga places will have a 8 p.m. class.
Oh, I
That's the best
love
because you can
that,
actually
yeah.
go and exhale and actually exhale, not like middle of the day or early morning when you've got
Yeah.
all the stresses of the day. I wish if some entrepreneurs are listening that like enough. And unfortunately in New York the culture is very toxic because there's nothing else truly to do thanks to the weather. At least in other places in America the weather is good. You can go for a walk at night in a beautiful neighborhood
And it's
park.
safe. And it's safe. That's the other thing.
This is a big frustration of mine. I wish there were more women's services available late night and early morning because it kills me
You
to
go
try.
for a massage late at night often.
Luckily, that's open. So see how much business we give them.
We're so boring.
We are so boring. We give so much businesses to the
What about
businesses
work
that
at
are
night?
open.
Often you're working at night. What's that
Yeah,
like?
but I sit with a computer all the time by,
No, no,
by
no. When
myself.
you're
Yeah.
working physically,
Yes,
like yeah.
it's the best. I love it because I'm working and I'm making money, but I don't like to be a consumer of it that way. My own shows, when I plan 6 p.m. shows because I've more reasonably understand the life of wanting to be home by 8 or 9 p.m. and not, but I do shows where I'm on stage at 1 in the morning. I mean, it is a fact. It's just not something that I like for myself to be drinking and
And
eating
when you
that
see your
late.
colleagues like doing drugs and doing, you don't get
I
bothered by
mean,
it.
they get it. What am I gonna say? It's a free, like,
I guess
you know.
that's one thing I wonder. Like, why? I know why Bridge and I, and we should get into this, but because people ask us all the time, how did you guys raise kids that just weren't interested in this stuff? How do you think you did it?
This episode is brought to you by
Curious
Cardinals,
the #1 platform for matching mentors to students who are curious about topics that you might not be able to pursue in schools, like astronomy and physics and robotics and humanities of any kind. And these mentors, they're not regular mentors. These mentors are coming from schools like Harvard and Stanford. They're Rhodes Scholars, and they take whatever your kid's interest is and turns them into a project. And these projects have become startups. They've become published research. They have taken the world by storm. We've seen such unbelievable results.
I remember being an overwhelmed mom and not knowing how to get my kids started in woodwork or astronomy and topics like that. But Curious Cardinals exists now, and you must check it out. And if you sign up now, if you sign up for 2 months now with Curious Cardinals at curiouscardinals.com/Zarna, you'll get $100 off, and I promise you, you won't regret it.
Because people ask us all the time, how did you guys raise kids that just weren't interested in this stuff? How do you think you did it?
Because we were never interested in this stuff.
We were
so-
never interested in this.
Oh, yeah.
We were always too
Mm.
motivated to live our own life and to build our life. None, and we
Now
couldn't
I
afford
do
it.
have a drink once in a while. So, but maybe in a course of a week, in 7 days, I may have 3 or 3.5 drinks, which
Also,
is
growing up, I never saw you drink.
I
ever,
never
or
saw you
mom.
drink
growing up. I
And-
didn't drink at all.
And a lot of my friends who do drink or do smoke, a lot of their parents do as well. I will say that is a big thing. That's
That
actually
is a
a
big
really
thing.
good point.
That's a
I
never.
mean,
great
you guys
point,
got
Dad.
lucky to get a perfect dad, but that's not everybody's experience.
Oh, okay.
That was a
Right.
good point, though, Dad.
That
That
was a
actually
good
like
point, Dad.
really makes a lot
That
of
was
sense.
not his point at all. I
said
told you.
it.
I was saying we never did
No
it.
one-
I was
no,
trying to
he
say it,
said
and
it.
he totally undercut me.
No, he said
I mean,
it.
now
Okay.
you're just trying to sort of inject yourself into
Okay.
something,
All right.
but that's fine.
Yeah, but the truth is that we never were that couple. We were always like, what are we going to do for work? How can we improve our job? My favorite thing to do at night, if I have nothing else going on, and I do this all the time, is to learn something completely random. To
I
like
know you
to
do.
do like these YouTube videos on some skill or some like new app that's out
Oh,
there. or
that's where you read how to take better care of your husband and mother-in-law. Is that where you learned it?
No, honestly, Mom will actually watch YouTube videos on like AI models. It's the most
Yeah.
incredible thing.
I was the one who first told everybody about Claude.
You did. You
And
did.
I told everybody about Comet. I
You
said it's
did.
coming. Comet's coming, guys.
When Mom said that, and I'm obviously a CS student, and I was so blown away because she actually does spend that time. to
And
learn.
I learn. I get into the details and the weeds. If I could do anything, I would watch a masterclass on completely crazy things and like totally drown myself into learning it for
The
sure.
other thing about nightlife that I find so interesting is my most intrusive thoughts happen after 10 p.m. Nothing good ever has come out of me specifically staying up past 10 p.m. Was it you, Mom, that noticed that I start to just
Yeah.
unravel? I do.
You made a plan one time with
Yeah.
somebody, and I was like, this is such a bad idea. Because the minute you don't get your sleep, it's like everything. I can already predict the next day. Oh my God, I'm so upset. Oh my God, my grade. Oh my God, my school. I was like, then
I
just
just-
don't do it. Why
I
are you doing it?
I spiral. I do. After 10 p.m., I get the worst thought. I have so much self-doubt.
But so what do we do for fun? What is fun for all of I mean, I guess we all went for pickleball game. That was fun.
That was a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun.
Zoya wasn't there, but the four of us were.
I wish there was an easier way to play pickleball in New York. I do wish that.
I mean, it's
Um,
not that hard. I mean, like,
I mean,
in,
It
outside of Central
requires,
Park, what else other place do you know
yeah,
where you
I
can
mean,
go and play?
in
but Central
many
Park is not that
suburbs,
hard.
you can just walk over across the street and play it. Like
Our
you,
gym has pickleball, obviously.
No, that doesn't have pickleball. It's
no.
not a
No,
proper
my
pickle.
gym at
Oh,
Oh,
Stanford
it's Stanford.
oh
Okay.
yeah,
in
yeah,
college. Yeah, but all of our fun happens during the day.
yeah.
Hmm.
And we walk. I mean, family walk. I'm very proud of it. We walk every day. Yesterday, I walked with Bridge and Veer. It was great. But
I
every
like
day,
to
your
do
dad and I walk.
I like to do a lot of art in my free time. Like I've noticed that I have like
Did
this
you draw
art.
the paintings behind you?
No, these ones I didn't. Oh, this one, yeah. This one I did.
Uh,
But I'm not a great artist, but I really do like to do hands-on creative activities. In my adult life, I am planning on having I sound so like I need help, but I don't. I just really like it. I'm going to have a craft corner with all these markers and stuff like that so that I can just create. I really like creating. I like baking. I love creating. I love doing art. I like working with my hands. I find it very therapeutic, and it's satisfying to feel there's an end product that you're proud of at the end. So that's something I like to do at
Yeah,
night.
I mean, that's more our vibe, and we love discussing business ideas.
Yeah,
I don't know how many. I think you guys were like 5 years old, and we were talking about businesses.
yeah, we
yeah.
Do
were
you remember when we were so? You guys were so young, and we were like, "What could we do?"
on that
And
white
and
couch.
never mind. I just not to be petty like that, but never mind that we've been doing this for like literally 15 years of Bridges' life at least. When he had to write an article about the power of observation, somehow somebody else in this chat was credited for it.
Oh my god.
Somehow. I mean, we've been doing look around you, what can you improve for at least 15
It
years as
was.
a family.
Oh my god. I'm not
Yeah,
even gonna get
it's
into that.
okay. It's okay. All right.
So I'm
But
guessing he credited me. Is that correct?
I mean, I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to give that article any more airtime than it needs to be having. But
I'm like,
I do think one thing, and this is something your dad and I, another thing we disagree on. If I'm going to go for a movie, I like to go late at night. I don't like
Yeah.
sitting in a movie theater
yeah.
when it's sunlight outside.
And you need the recliner.
I need the recliner for sure.
And so you can sleep. You sleep through every
You
movie
just
we've
take
ever been
sleep,
through at night.
yeah.
No, I
You
mean,
sleep through
yeah,
every
sometimes I
single one.
do. Yeah,
I
sometimes
can't.
I
I
do.
think the only movies I haven't seen you sleep through are like really politically intense Bollywood is what you'll stay up for.
Yeah, yeah.
I think the
Even
last
then,
one was Animal.
yeah, Animal, she was a wide awake and locked in, but most of the
Yeah.
time she's asleep. I agree with that,
So,
Mom.
But
mom,
that's my
do
idea
you?
of nightlife
But I like
is
to
a
watch
good
movies. I
movie
went for
sometimes.
Ballerina recently. I didn't think it was that good. And again, people say that, somehow men protagonists can be replaced by female protagonists, but they can't. John Wick was one thing, and Ballerina is not John Wick, even
But
though it's trying
Ballerina
to.
doesn't sound like John Wick.
It is. It's
It's
the
it
same
is.
universe.
It's like supposed to be the same idea,
Yeah.
where the female version of John Wick, but it's just not
Why
as
did they
crisp
call it
action.
Ballerina? That's
Because
so
she
sad.
it's a whole story and you should watch it for yourself. But
Ugh.
there is a reason why female basketball and female football and female protagonists in these kind of films don't end up doing that well, and I don't know what to say. And it's not going to make any money, and then people are going to be upset. But I don't want to take a sidetrack here.
I mean, I don't know. I think another thing on the topic of discussing business ideas, this might sound really silly, but it is something I actually do, is I will work through different ideas with ChatGPT. So sometimes like the boys will be asleep or like mom will be doing something and I will have an idea and I'll literally take my AI model, walk around at night and be like, here's my idea, this is what I'm thinking, blah blah blah. It's so good to bounce ideas and be creative. I'm way more creative at night. I'm like dad in that I get my best work done in the morning. So like I only do things that I need a clear head for in the morning. But at night I'm so creative. So like I don't know, some people here might watch on Wednesdays I write like a little newsletter on my Instagram story. It didn't start as a newsletter, but every Wednesday I would start sharing like things that I learned every week and it's kind of emerged as its own newsletter. And I know some people only follow me for my Wednesday stories, which is really special. I do all of those late at night And usually what I've done is I've taken an AI model and I've said, this is what I'm learning this week, la 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 la. And then I'll be like, ChatGPT, what do you think I should write about this week? And it'll be like, you talked about this on Monday. I think this would make an interesting Wednesday story. And then I start writing it. So it's
I
a
mean,
bit,
we are sounding like the
we sound
most
horrible.
boring.
We sound so
Literally, we
horrible.
sound like the most miserable, the most boring, the most. Oh my God. I'm like listening to this chat thinking
But you know
people
what?
are gonna just tune out. I mean, I don't know. I just. Like, literally, we are 1 minute away from somebody saying, I do math problems at night for excitement. I mean, why don't we just have our own family spelling bee? Oh my God, we sound
We
Family
should
so
have
spelling
a
bee.
bad.
family spelling
We
bee.
truly are not fun. Like, what is wrong with us?
Yeah, we're not fun.
What is wrong with us? Like, why don't we know how to relax and just take a beat? I don't get it.
Well, I
It's
play
like,
sports.
huh?
I play sports.
But that's
Sports are
not
fun.
relaxed.
Hello, namaste. I love the Real Real. So many pre-loved items from my favorite brands Gucci, Fendi, Prada. Thousands of new items dropped every day. Bags, shoes, jackets, dresses, you name it, they have it. They do their new drops every day, 10 a.m. and 7 p.m. Eastern. And I love looking on their site because it feels like such a luxury. It feels like I'm saving the planet a little bit because we all don't have to buy everything brand new and then toss it in our closets and never wear it again. The Real Real, you must check it out. The Real Real is the world's largest and most trusted resource for authenticated luxury resale. With thousands of new arrivals daily, no one does resale like The Real Real. And now, get $25 off your first purchase when you go to therealreal.com/Zarna. That's therealreal.com/Zarna to get your $25 off. Start shopping now at therealreal.com/Zarna.
I'm sure he finds sports relaxing.
We are also so
Yeah.
cynical. Like, when the kids are watching sports, I get so upset.
I like
Yeah.
working
That
out.
too.
I find that relaxing.
Yeah, I like working
Yeah.
out too.
Yeah.
Oh, how about
Physical
this?
activity.
How about this? I like to clean at night.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I do laundry at night.
Oh my God. Like, this is sounding like Sheldon. It was his Friday night activity, I think.
Yeah, this is so bad.
Yeah.
Because
This
the
is
washer
like,
dryers
oh
are
my
I
always
mean,
God.
we do like to go out for a good dinner as a family, but it's like, I feel like we do that because there's nothing else to do.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, a
Otherwise,
lot
we're
of
just
it
watching a
is
movie.
boredom. A
And plus,
lot of.
I'm not able to join because I can't eat too late. You guys eat very late, and
Oh.
I'm done
Wait,
eating
by
early.
the way, very late, 7 p.m. Like,
Yeah,
Yes.
but I'm
Yeah.
done eating by 5:30, and like 7 p.m. you go. That means food arrives at 8. I can't be part of it.
Great. So that's out. What can you do? What are we
Did you get
missing?
new plants, Mom?
Yes, I did. I got a lot of new plants. Yeah. Like,
I
yeah.
mean, like seriously, as if there was not enough plants already. It's like the more I complain about plants, more plants go up in
I was
number.
just
I
gonna
feel like
say,
if I start liking plants, she may get rid of plants.
there's like 6 plants.
I'm not
behind you.
literally, we just went through an entire episode of how we have no fun. Do you have to pick on the one thing I like in my life? My plants.
All right, I will not.
And I don't know, what are we missing? Are we missing a gene about what are people doing for
I mean,
fun
I
at
like
night?
alcohol, by the way. I'm not as opposed to alcohol as each one of you is.
I mean, are we supposed? Nobody's trying to turn you into a drunk, but what do other people do? Like, I don't
I just
understand
think,
what
Mom,
people-
you know, the truth is, you can't be every person. You can't be somebody who is really, really fun and also be girl boss and also be super athletic and also be a great student and also have the best social life and also be, you know, you have to kind of pick and choose. You just have to pick and choose. I don't believe in work-life balance. I've never believed in work-life balance. I don't believe in you can have it all. I believe you can have it all, but not at the same time. I think you could have a really, really engrossing social life. I don't think you can have a really engrossing social life and at the same time your business is succeeding at the highest level. So I just the truth of what's happening here is our nightlife doesn't exist because as a family we're in the toughest, most intense build phase. I mean, look at us. It's a Saturday. It's a Saturday, and we've been doing podcasts for the past 2 hours. We're working.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good point.
A lot of people
I will
right
say
now are
though,
enjoying their
I will say
Saturdays.
this is that I personally am very big on habits and creating discipline and doing different things that challenge me, but also make me feel like I'm being productive with my day. Waking up early, going to the gym, eating good food, whatever. but I will say this too, because I've been doing a lot of research on this, and a lot of these new things that people are saying, especially successful entrepreneurs, they often say none of them ever woke up early or ever did any of that. Or
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
unsustainable habits that just aren't. We talk a lot about how we're very productive in so many different ways, but I don't want to sound like what we're doing makes us better than or will
Oh
lead to better
no.
benefits. It doesn't at all. It isn't at all like that. And it literally could just be somebody who parties could also end up doing something incredible. It just doesn't. If you were someone who goes to parties on Fridays or Saturday nights, that doesn't mean like you're not competing or you're not of competition. It just means that in the like you're just enjoying yourself, and there's nothing wrong with that.
I agree with that. I
Yeah.
also agree regarding the discipline thing. What I'm saying is that you can't be every person at the same time. It's just
Yeah.
impossible, right? I don't know.
No, I actually think if we had a little more fun, we would be more successful. I
think
feel like we're wound too tight right now. I really feel that. That's just too. That's why this summer is the first time in my entire life, in our entire married life, I'm making travel plans with you guys because I insist now that we do it. We've never been the family that travels. We've never been the family that just sits around at a beach or a pool. I think in your whole childhood, we've done it 2 or 3
but we're
times.
not even doing that, are we? Are
I
we?
know,
I
and
thought we're
even then we are
working.
working. I don't know. I mean, then the
I
minute
don't
I made
Okay,
the plan,
I
I
have
was
a
like,
question. I have a question for everybody. Everybody tell me one thing that they think that's fun. That's fun to them, maybe even solely to them. Not just fun, but fun at night. Like some weird nighttime activity that you like to do.
yeah. Oh, it does it have to be weird?
No, no. Just something that
I
you like to do
if
that's
I
actually
if I
fun.
have nothing else going on, I like to listen to my music and walk peacefully around my house wherever I am. I I don't like to be adventurous. I don't want to be in the trees and in the bushes. I will walk on the city streets. I like to feel safe, but I do like to be on my feet walking around and listening to my music. And then if somebody interrupts me, I get really upset. Because I'm like, it's the night time. Like, why are you calling me at 10 o'clock at night? Whoever it is, unless it's an emergency, like, don't make a work call at that time, which is the only time in my life I get upset. Usually,
Yeah.
people can call me anytime for any reason, and I take that call.
Yeah. Okay. Didi?
Um,
Ha! By the way, I flummoxed your dad because I stole it. He was about to say go walking at night, and I stole it from him before he could steal it from me. So, ha!
I like refreshing markets frantically and watching some foreign language. Um,
Yeah, why do you watch so much foreign language TV?
I love foreign language television and Japanese and
it's
Spanish
amazing.
and
Dad does love
Swedish,
watch all these
especially in
things.
original language subtitled. I really like it.
Oh
It
my
tells
god.
you a lot about that culture. You get to sort of be like a voyeur almost to this whole new foreign culture and see how they act in same circumstances as you would, but in a different way. And especially if you watch it in a foreign language, it gives you a really sort of in-depth insight.
I
Yeah.
don't always have access to this, but I do love it. Recently, I've been really enjoying swimming. Like I've been
Mm.
swimming a lot. At home, we have a pool in the building, and in college, there's a public pool that's open until 8 p.m. And what I love is I love swimming a little bit and then taking like a really hot shower and just listening to my music. I find that to be so peaceful. Like just it's so good.
Bridge, what about you?
My favorite nighttime activity by far is playing basketball late at night with Veer. A lot of nights, me and Veer will go to the
Oh.
basketball room, and we have a very small room in our building that has a hoop, and we will play basketball there for like hours and hours, very late at night, like going into 1, 2 a.m.
Oh
So
my
that's
god.
definitely my
Oh,
favorite.
I
That
also
is
love playing Catan at late at
Oh
night
yeah,
whenever we
Catan
do
is
that.
so
That's
fun.
always so fun.
board
Playing is
games,
fun. Yeah,
yeah.
board games. Oh my
And
god.
recently I just kicked everybody's ass in that game with the 4 words that you have to match. The New
Oh
York
my
Times
God, she
game.
did kick her butt. I'm not
I
gonna
Did she
lie,
kicked
she did.
everybody's
actually?
butt.
She
I
She's
really?
so
Oh,
good at
she's
connections. I don't
I
so
know
did
why
it
she's so
like
good at
good.
in like
connections.
3 minutes. I did it, and I
Did
She
you
actually
actually?
did. She
Connections is
actually
really
did.
hard, Mom.
It's
You
so
got
hard.
all
Me
of
and Veer
them?
both didn't get it
I
either. It
never
was
get
like
them.
it was actually really hard. I don't know how she got it, but whatever.
I just
Okay.
intuited the whole thing and I did it, and that was fun to even do together. Maybe that's the answer, more games and stuff like that. But anyway, this is like, I don't know. Nightlife has been touchy, and I'm a paranoid type of person. There's the other thing. I don't like being out late. I don't like drinking. You know why I don't like drinking too? I don't like to sit in an Uber feeling like I'm not in control, or in a taxi or in public transportation feeling like it's just, it all comes from a life of being stressed out constantly, where you constantly have to be hyper aware for your safety, for your transport, for how you're going to get in, how you're going to get out. I didn't leave a key. I hope my kids are safe. I think, and that has created this paranoid state that we all
Mhm.
kind of have some version of. But I don't think we're alone in it. I actually think that the drinking and partying culture is glorified, and the regular folk are out there being stressed out the way we are. I can't wait to hear what people say in the comment section of this episode, because I want to hear what other people are doing. I want to know what, like, I think there's millions of people like us who feel like they're alone and that everybody else is partying. So I can't wait to hear this, and I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Nightlife, drinking and all. And as we end every episode with a round of good grades with Garg, so too we are going to end this episode with good grades with Gargs, where each Garg assigns another Garg with an A grade for the winning moment of the podcast. So who wants to go first?
Dad won. He got an A for that comment about how when I asked him how did you raise kids that don't care about
Yeah.
substances,
A
and he
hundred
said it's
percent.
because we
Are
don't.
you guys kidding
I'm
me?
giving it to Dad too. That was a really funny
Literally,
comment.
I
One.
literally
That was one
that's
of the best. I think that was one of the
That
top
was like,
5 most
I learned
insightful.
so much from
Yeah,
that. That was a
in
really
the
good comment.
entire podcast history, I think that might have been one of the top
Yeah.
5. Like
A
this is
Oh
hundred
my
obviously
percent.
god.
that was
me
I
great.
telling
agree.
you guys your whole life that we don't do that means nothing.
It was just the way he said it, and also the
I've also never
poignantness.
heard it. I'm gonna be honest. I've never heard it
I've
until
never heard
then.
it that.
Yeah.
I always thought it was for like health reasons or because we were
Yeah.
athletes, but I never heard it that way.
No, that was smart. That was
Wow,
smart.
thank you guys. I feel like,
Oh,
you know,
great.
overall
Oh.
it feels good to be validated and accepted and recognized
Just
for
so
the
you
intelligence.
guys know, and I hate giving him flowers, I hate it. But when we were newly married, I used to fight with him all the time because all our friends were always going out, and he always wanted to stay in and do stuff at home. And I was like, how are we ever going to make friends? How are we ever going to be cool? And he would be like, I don't want to be cool. I don't want to go out. You go do whatever you want to do. And I literally cannot believe that he has been proven right after all these years.
Thank you.
That was a better
Validated.
way to live.
He
I
feels
literally
So are
validated.
you also giving? Are you also giving him your A grade then?
because he totally stole that answer from me, and he knows that. Shall I tell them that you knew I was gonna say because we
I'm
never
going
did
to
it?
plead the fifth. Anything I might
He
say might
he
incriminate
knew.
me.
See, that's exactly. He knew I was gonna say that. But I think my A grade, honestly, today, for a very sad reason, goes to Zoya. Because when Zoya was recounting all the things and she's like, I love doing math or whatever, I was like, oh my God. I had a moment of like, oh my God, are we even living? Like, I hadn't seen that life of side of us. And I needed that reflection for myself so I can like think, is this what I want? Is this what we want? And this has been a more heavier topic than I thought it would be. But I can't wait to hear what everybody has to say. Who's your A grade? First of all, people, jump in and tell
Yeah,
everybody
I
we
that
haven't
agree.
given
Dad
my
stole
A
it.
grade yet.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Can I finish, please?
Oh yeah, go
Okay,
ahead.
I'm going to give my A grade to Bridge because of the question he asked about one activity that everybody does at night. Because short of that question, this was the driest podcast episode that I've ever been part of.
I don't think it was. I
Literally
think
the
it's gonna give.
driest.
Well, let's see what the people
I don't
say. I
think
really
so.
think
I don't
viewers
think
are going
I
to
thought
be
it was really
disappointed.
dry. I thought
No,
it was
you
dry
guys
too.
have no concept of what is dry and what is not. Lot of people are gonna watch this and be like, "Thank God we're not the only ones who don't go
I
out."
do think. I mean,
Thank
listen,
God.
people do.
Like
Yeah.
sometimes you don't have to be screaming, shouting cool all the time. Like sometimes it's the quiet moments that are like, "Oh my God, there's more people like us out there."
Well,
And
yeah.
for
Like
that
I
for
mean, I
reason,
think
instance,
part of it is that this unique pink T-shirt might get people excited because it's a unique color, and men don't often wear it, and it looks good on me. But short of that, I don't know anything not dry about this podcast.
Okay, I don't need to hear your opinion. Thank you so much. Everybody, please tell us in the comment section who got your A grade, what are you doing at night, what do you wish existed. If you're an entrepreneur working in this space, please tell us what you're doing. We want to learn more and we can't wait to hear. Bring your families, bring your friends, like, share, and subscribe our episode, subscribe to our channel. We can't wait to grow this more and more with you guys. Until we meet again, everybody say bye.